All right, so we got some pretty big Raiders news today. The first piece of news is that the Raiders signed cornerback Casey Hayward Jr. from the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think this is great. Yesterday there was like rumors that they were going to sign him, and I wasn't exactly I was a little bit skeptical. I didn't know if it was going to go through, but they did end up signing him, and I think this is huge. It's not only huge because it's Casey Hayward, who is a very talented, two-time Pro Bowler player, but the Raiders defense lacked veteran presence last year. This guy's been in the league for over 9 years, and I think that's something they need. I think there's a common misconception with the Raiders defense that it's just straight up bad. And yeah, part of it is bad. The Raiders defense last year was atrocious, but being bad and not having talent is not the same thing. The Raiders do definitely have talent. And I think, the problem is the talent they've had was really young. And when you have young players, they sometimes make sloppy decisions. They get injured more. There's a lot of things that can go wrong when you have a younger defense and younger players in general. So I think adding Casey Hayward to the team is great. And also, defensive coordinator for the Raiders is Gus Bradley, who was in Los Angeles, with the Chargers for, a good number of seasons. So he's going to be reuniting with his former cornerback. He's 31 years old, so definitely a veteran. He was a second-round pick of the Green Bay Packers. And the Raiders, they don't, like I said, they got pretty good guys out there already to complement him. I mean, he's going to join Trayvon Mullen, Damon Arnett, and Amik Robertson, Nate Hobbs, Jonathan Abram, Trayvon Merg, and Tyree Gillespie. And all of those guys are really young that I just named. They've been drafted in like the last 2 to 3 years. So I think some of them even this year. So I think, that's huge. And I think the Raiders, will have, good veteran presence that can hopefully win them games that they should have won. And I just think it's a great signing, definitely positive. And he's had a lot of good statistics. Like I said, a 2-time Pro Bowler, and I think he's got a great resume. So, good signing. Now, the second piece of news is that the Raiders will be releasing Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath is a safety for the Raiders. He actually is pretty good at getting interceptions, but, this actually kind of needed to do this in a way to get Casey Hayward because it saved them about $3 million in cap space. So yeah, and I mean, he had a pretty decently big contract. He played 13 games last year. He missed 3 with a concussion, which was definitely a concern. He made 37 tackles total, 3 interceptions, and 4 pass breakups. So pretty good. He's been in the league for 8 years. So definitely like Casey Hayward, he's a veteran. But the Raiders did get a lot of good safety type players in the draft, so I'm not too worried about filling that position. So that's, it's a little bit disappointing. I'm going to miss him. But I think for the team's best interest in terms of, financial, what they had to do with that, I think it's probably smart. But I think getting Casey Hayward is huge because, not only is he good, but we do need veterans. And that's why getting rid of Jeff Heath is a little bit of a negative because he is a veteran. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. And yeah, go Raiders.